Hi everyone, we are already in week 9. This week we will be talking about found poetry, and we will also be starting to read When My Brother Was an Aztec by Natalie Diaz. I hope you guys will really enjoy everything we do this week. First, found poetry. This is the definition from poets.org. So found poems take existing texts, things that have already been written and published, and refashion them, reorder them, and present them as poems. So we take something that's already been written, pull some things out of it, rearrange it, and create a poem. They say it's the literary equivalent of a collage, and found poetry is often made from articles, street signs, graffiti, speeches, letters, other poems. You can use any writing that you see anywhere to create found poetry. It's called found poetry because you literally find it, pull it out, and create a new poem. A pure found poem consists exclusively of outside text. So the words of the poem remain how they were, and you don't add any of your own words in, and you don't take things out. Where you choose to break a line, or what you choose in terms of stanzas and order and all of that is up to you as the poet. So a pure found poem doesn't add your own words in. You just sort of use what you have to work with and reorder it. But there are no rules. So if you write a found poem and you decide that you want to put your own words in or you want to get rid of something, that's completely up to you. It's the only thing I recommend is it's always good to give credit to whoever's work you have taken words from. 2 exercises to try. First is to write your own Chinto. So a Chinto consists of 5 lines or 10 lines, depending on the form that you do. For this one, I would like you to highlight or underline 5 lines from either Koch's book or Diaz's book, or a mixture of the two, things that stand out to you. Keep the lines as they are, but order them in a way that creates a poem. If it's helpful to you when you're choosing the lines, you can give yourself a rule like I'm only going to pick lines that have color, or lines that begin with a certain letter, or lines that are enjambed, or lines that have to do with a person. You can make any kind of rule you'd want. And then you create your poem from there using those 5 lines and reordering them. A second prompt would be to write your own erasure poem. And an erasure poem is literally you start with a text and you just start erasing or crossing out words until you're left with a poem. You can play with order, layout on page, you can make a picture. There's also an online erasure poem generator that you can try. I'm going to show you some examples now. So you can see this looks like it was from a novel or something, and they just took a black marker and deleted words and lines until they were left with, I was a house on fire, peninsula blazing with thin glints. Turning it was lit, it was wild, all the sound, blew the wires and made the lights go. He winked toward me like the world's fair, eyes absent to some. Too late, we take a plunge, all I said. I don't want to put you any trouble. I don't want to put you to any trouble, you see. The day, tomorrow, a moment with reluctance. We both looked ragged, ended, and darker. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know what the original was, but what you're left with is this beautiful, these images, these verbs, even some quotations that create this poem. You can leave it like this, or you could actually just type it onto a page. Here's another example. I love this one because there's glitter. Looks like used maybe either paint or like a whiteout pen, and then added gold glitter. And this person crossed out a lot of it, just left a little bit. And it's actually beautiful. Like I would frame this and put it on my wall. Here's another example. You can see beautiful, colorful. And another example. The words are hard to read on this one, but they painted over this one and created an image, but left a poem there. So that gives you lots of ideas. Lastly, in this week's PowerPoint, you can go and click on this link to see a PBS interview with Natalie Diaz about the book that might give you some extra depth and understanding of her intentions. Okay, everyone, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you online soon.